Dreamers are the world's inspiration, and I aspire to be just that, a huge dreamer. But how did I become passionate about having big dreams? One key ingredient for me, reading. Hi winner, I'm Gabe Cox of Red Hot Mindset, and I'm glad you're here. My mission is to help you break down your mental barriers in the race of life, and I post new videos every Wednesday about success mindset, dreaming huge, and crushing goals. Reading is an important ingredient in becoming a leader and succeeding in life, and a few videos back I shared about 3 books that literally changed my life, which I'll link below in case you missed it. This week, I want to replicate that with the 3 books that helped me to dream again. And I have a fellow YouTube friend who is going to share hers as well. Sam Konda hosts Unafraid and Undefeated, and her channel is about intentional living and conquering fear to live a victorious life. She's also a part of the John Maxwell team. I encourage you to check her channel out, and I'll link it below for you to easily find. Reading exposes our weaknesses and helps us to discover and develop our strengths. Education doesn't end after high school or college. We should always be on the growth journey because we will never truly arrive. An African proverb says it best. A wise man never knows all. Only a fool knows everything. Or as William Shakespeare says, a fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. When I was younger, it was easy for me to dream. I wanted to be the first woman in the NBA, and my role model was Muggsy Bogues from the then Charlotte Hornets. He was just over 5 feet tall, but he could also dunk. I thought that was so impressive, and if he could do it, why couldn't I? I also wanted to be an author and speaker and co-host SportsCenter with Stuart Scott, who is one of my celebrity heroes. And do you know what one of the best things about my parents was? They never shot down my dreams and never told me I couldn't achieve them. Whether they thought they were silly or not, I never knew. That's a blessing in itself, and it's a gift we should freely give our kids. However, I still found myself in the same place many do as they move from childhood to adulthood. Stuck. Things got hard. My dreams began to fade, and I now embarked on what is known as adulting. I had to grow up, get a job, be responsible, and apparently that meant shoving my dreams to the wayside. Can you relate? Give me a yup in the comments if you did the same thing. But it doesn't have to be that way. Dreamers change the world. Dreamers are leaders and visionaries for others. Dreamers are the world's inspiration, and I aspire to be just that, a huge dreamer. But how did I become passionate about having big dreams? One key ingredient for me, reading. There are 3 books that I think of when I look back on my journey of becoming a dreamer. The Choice, The Dream Giver, and The Magic of Thinking Big. And I just want to share a little bit about each of them and how they had an effect on my life. The first book is The Choice by Og Mandino. This was one of the first self-development books I ever read, and I was drawn to it because it is so short and reads as a fictional book, but it also interweaves success principles throughout. Og Mandino has a way of capturing your attention and drawing you into a place of thinking larger. He helps you to see that you were made for more, and that the first step in pursuing a dream is the hardest one you'll take. The book is about a writer who is fed up with where he is at in life, and he has an ultimate choice to pursue his dreams. He essentially gives up everything to go after his calling. His family backed him and came along, believing in him when maybe no one else would have. It's a quick read, and I highly recommend it. It definitely made me want to take a leap of faith and pursue my own dreams, even though I had absolutely no idea how they would come together. It resonated even deeper for me because one of my all-time dreams, stemming from when I was very little, is to become an author and write books to inspire others. The second book that helped me dream bigger is The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. Similar to The Choice, this book has a fictional twist. Ordinary, who is the main character, sets out on a journey to break out of his comfort zone and become somebody. His friends don't understand him and think he's crazy. His family shuts him down. They can't see why he isn't satisfied with Normal, their town. Normal is comfortable and everyone there is just fine with a mundane life. And it's probably because they don't know any different. Ordinary has to learn how to embrace fear, leave his comfort zone, and battle giants to break out of the ordinary and into the land of opportunity. He has to go through his own wasteland experience to grow and change into the person he was always meant to be. You'll have to read it to find out just what he discovers, but here's the secret. Much of his journey is self-discovery. The last few chapters connect everything together and give practical steps to break free from your own ordinary. We are meant to have dreams and desires and to embrace the journey to making them happen. The third book is The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. This book is chock full of pure information. Unlike the first two, it's a nonfiction and there's no storyline. It is all about discovering a dream inside and understanding how to gain a mindset to imagine huge and think outside of the ordinary. He dives into topics related to curing excusitis, procrastination, and failure disease, things that many times stop us from pursuing our dreams altogether. Other topics include building confidence in ourselves, changing our attitudes, and getting into the action habit itself. So many things this book did for me and can do for you as well. It's a manual all about changing our mindset about what success is and how to get there. The Choice, The Dream Giver, and The Magic of Thinking Big have shaped my ideas of success and helped me to dream larger than I could ever imagine. Are there any books that have helped shape who you are today? What are some of your favorite self-development books that have helped you increase your dreams or have helped you to think bigger? It's not about opening a book and reading it. It's about applying what you're reading to your life. Reading has been a pivotal part of my growth and enabled me to take my dreams off the shelf, dust them off, and refine them to who I am today and the God-given passions that I have. I may not be an anchor on SportsCenter, though I do plan to pay my way on there someday as a guest host. I may not be the first woman in the NBA, but I am still in pursuit of writing and speaking, and that passion has only grown stronger. My first book, Mind Over Marathon, Overcoming Mental Barriers in the Race of Life, releases for pre-sales this month. I would consider this a book that will also help increase your dream, but give you practical steps to taking that dream and seeing it to fruition. More details on that to come, and if you want to be in the know when it releases, sign up for my newsletter below. Today's quote comes from American author and speaker Jim Rohn, and he says, "Reading is essential for those who seek to rise above the ordinary." Are you a huge dreamer? Do you look at life as a way to pursue your passions? Do you know you have a purpose to fulfill? We were all born with seeds of greatness inside of us, and it's up to us to water them, cultivate them, and bring them to life. Don't be afraid to dream. If you like today's mindset, please give it a thumbs up, light up that subscribe button, and share with others. Next week, I am sharing more on dreaming and why my passion for running helps me to dream in all areas of my life, and why your passions can do just that as well. So hit the bell because you don't want to miss it. And remember, you are a winner, just run your race.